You're watching YCN, your local view.
Welcome to the summer edition of Explore the Lake Sunapee region. I'm your host, Elizabeth DeRazio. We're coming to you from the beautiful Sunapee Harbor, one of the many locations you won't want to miss as you explore. In the next hour, we'll visit some of these great places and investigate the wonderful things to do in our little New England corner of paradise. Stay tuned as we explore Lake Sunapee region with you. Yes, summertime affords our residents and visitors alike so many opportunities to get out and swim, boat, and fish in our crystal clear lakes and rivers, hike through our mountains and forests, take a walk down one of our quintessential New England village main streets, or ride the rail and mountain bike trails. Our wonderful towns are the perfect backdrop for so many concerts, festivals, parades, and theater. And this is just a small sample of all the things you can do as you tour the Lake Sunapee region of New Hampshire. The Chamber of Commerce in our region provides great information in their newest guide. But first, our sample of things to do, let's visit some of the attractions that make us famous. Right here in the harbor is the home of two great lake cruise opportunities.
Sunapee Cruises has been sailing Lake Sunapee since 1950. The Sunapee does a 2 o'clock tour every day during the summer, like it has for years and years. So every day at 2 o'clock, you can just buy tickets. We also do a lot of private events, so we do birthdays, family reunions, weddings, rehearsal dinners, family and friend get-togethers, a little bit of everything. And then the Lake Queen, which is our new dinner boat, that goes out 6 nights a week during the summer, and you can make a reservation. It's a public dinner cruise, and then we do special events on that as well.
My name is Captain Kara, and we just want to welcome you all aboard.
And our website, sunapeecruises.com, you can always make reservations there for the summer.
The Fenton family also owns and operates a great eating establishment here, Fenton's Landing. Good food, deli, and provisions on the Sugar River at the end of Lake Sunapee. Let's hear about them and what they provide.
Welcome to Fenton's Landing. My name is Tim, and I'm one of the Fentons. We want to welcome everyone back to our newly renovated space. We opened over a decade ago, and this is our 10th anniversary this season. We have a lot of great offerings this year, which we're excited about. Over the last year, we really took some time to focus on what products we want to provide and streamline a lot of our offerings and focus on making the quality as great as we can. We're focused on excellent ingredients. We make our own bread in-house, which is great. We have an excellent focaccia, which we've spent the last year perfecting. We're also making a lot of other baked goods like cookies. We do all our own aiolis and sauces and other fun things. We've revamped a lot of our offerings, but we still have the standards like our famous Turkey Club and BLT, but now they have a little something extra to them. Out back, we have the area that we call the Landing, which is where our taco and beer garden are. We have a really nice spot out back where we have some Adirondack chairs, picnic tables, and some games for kids. And we'll also be featuring some live music throughout the summer. We were actually just voted Best Tacos in the state of New Hampshire by WMER, which we're really excited about. We want to keep the ingredients fresh and high quality, and that'll continue to be a focus of ours. At Fenton's Landing, we want everyone to feel like they are part of the family and part of the community. We want everyone to feel welcome here, and our crew is really excited to meet you and to show you around our newly renovated space and introduce you to some of our great food.
Here is our Whitman sampler of some of the other attractions in the harbor.
For a harbor of fun, check out Prospect Hill Home. Located in the heart of Sunapee Harbor, Prospect Hill Home features 2 beautifully curated retail locations showcasing high-end home furnishings, treasured antiques, and fine art. With over 5,000 square feet of combined showroom space, you'll discover a refined mix of luxury furniture, including iconic brands like Stickley and Simon Pierce. Looking for something truly personal? Our in-house interior designer will work with you to customize pieces tailored perfectly to your home and lifestyle. Celebrating 50 years of thoughtfully curating homes, Prospect Hill Home is proud to offer exceptional, personalized service every step of the way. Harborside Trading. A staple in the harbor, Harborside Trading is your hometown gift store, serving the Lake Sunapee region. In addition to featuring Sunapee apparel, the store also carries children's toys, crafts, gift wrapping, and cards, and so much more. Fenton's Landing. From breakfast sandwiches to grab-and-go lunch, pantry items including wine and beer, and now offering all-you-can-eat brunch on Sundays. This cozy spot in the harbor has something for everyone. And if that wasn't enough, introducing The Landing in 2026. The newly built and designed stage that will provide music and good vibes all summer long. Stacy's Smoothies. Created out of a desire to offer healthy food and beverages, Stacy's Smoothies, located inside the Fenton's Landing building, offers gourmet coffee, famous banana bread, acai bowls, and smoothies that will keep you fueled all summer long. Hoptimistic. Hoptimistic Brewing is an award-winning craft brewery dedicated to making high-quality craft beers. Known for its community-focused vibe and its diverse tap list of over 60 rotating beers, it was recently named the 2026 Rookie Business of the Year by the Lake Sunapee Region Chamber of Commerce. The brewery features a popular signature American pale ale called Sweet Emotion, a charitable collaboration with rock icon Steven Tyler's Janie's Fund. Sunapee Cruises. Running seasonally from Memorial Day weekend through October, Sunapee Harbor Cruises is a beautiful and unique way to experience Lake Sunapee's 10-mile glacial expanse, 3 historic lighthouses, and surrounding mountain scenery. The Blue Canoe. Enjoy this highly rated lakeside restaurant located in the heart of Sunapee Harbor. Known for its scratch kitchen, farm-to-table philosophy, and seasonal New England coastal flavors, the venue features beautiful dockside patio dining directly on the water. The Wild Goose Country Store. The Wild Goose Country Store is a nostalgic gift and souvenir shop located in Sunapee Harbor. It is famous for its vintage resort atmosphere, inviting front porch, a wide variety of New England-made artisanal goods, and penny candy. Sunapee Cellar and Pantry. Sunapee Cellar and Pantry is an upscale specialty food and wine market right near the vibrant Sunapee Harbor. Owned by a husband and wife team, this boutique shop curates high-quality international and regional goods perfect for residents, tourists, and boaters alike. The Quack Shack. The Quack Shack is a beloved seasonal ice cream shop in Sunapee. Known for its vibrant, family-friendly atmosphere, it serves as a stable community gathering spot for locations and visitors looking to unwind after a day on Lake Sunapee. Wildwood Smokehouse. Wildwood Smokehouse is known for its authentic, slow-cooked, wood-fired barbecue. The restaurant operates a smoker right out front. But don't wait too long to visit, because meat is smoked daily. This cool eatery operates on a sell-until-they-run-out basis. The Lake Shop. The Lake Shop is a popular boutique retail store specializing in lake life apparel, trendy clothing, activewear, bathing suits, shoes, sunglasses, hats, and everything you need to have yourself the perfect day on Lake Sunapee. Come to Sunapee Harbor, a harbor of fun for everyone.
It's yum from one end of the area to the other. The other is Warner at the I-89 gateway to the Lake Sunapee region. In it are 5 museums, one of which is the Kearsarge Indian Museum. It's not just a reflection of local Native American history, but so much more. Tell us about it, Andy.
And the Indian Museum has been in Warner, New Hampshire for 35 years. Started out as the dream of our founders, Bud and Nancy Thompson, and has really developed into a world-class museum that has recently been recognized as one of the top 10 Native museums in the country. Mount Kearsarge is open 7 days a week between May 1st and October 31st, so you're more than welcome to visit. A lot of folks are surprised to realize that we have collections all across North America, rather than just focus, for instance, on the Northeast. So we have Pueblo pottery and turquoise jewelry, wonderful exhibit from the Northeast with ash baskets and things like that, all the way across the continent to the Pacific Northwest, where we've got soapstone carvings and ivory carvings and cedar bark mats and things like that. So it's a wonderful family exhibit. And on top of that, we have a 12-acre campus where you can actually bring a picnic lunch, go and explore Medicine Woods on your own, and really learn a little bit more about how the environment is so important to the museum. And we've got so many exciting things going on here at the museum this year. Our powwow, that's the highlight of our calendar. We expect to have 3,000 visitors and 250 participants with a whole lot of art and music and dance and family participation. It's a wonderful community event. In addition to the powwow, we've started a new accessible trail project as our program for the year. So we're hoping to develop a fully functional, accessible trail in Medicine Woods for people to come and really experience outdoors in New Hampshire. So that's an exciting ongoing project that we have. Harvest Moon is our longest running event, and this celebrates the harvest for sure. But we'll also have some native games and artwork and things like that. People can explore our 12-acre as well as the museum. Harvest Moon also kind of focuses on native foods, so it's a good chance to check out interesting cornbreads and bison stew and things like that. Right.
And then you have one coming up for Indigenous Peoples Day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And what we do on that day is actually have no admission charge for the museum, so people can come at no cost.
Amazing.
And we're going to have some really exciting artists that will be displaying and demonstrating their work.
And I think one of the best parts to mention is all of your events, I believe, are family friendly.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely family friendly, and there's something for all ages. For more information, you can go to the museum's website at indiemuseum.org. You can call the museum, and certainly we look forward to the chance to book group tours. If you have a group of 10 or more, it's always best to make arrangements so that we can have a special educator to cater to your needs.
Wow, what an interesting place. Further north along Interstate 89 is the town of New London. In addition to being a market center in the region, it is the home to one of the most eclectic museums around. Let's learn why.
So the Ice House Museum is a collection that was collected by William F. Kidder of automobiles, antique automobiles, memorabilia, antique automobilia, and all sorts of antique things that were his collection and people had dropped off. Originally it was an ice house, and he ended up changing it from an ice house into a place where he could tinker and collect all of the items that are here in the ice house today, which is quite an eclectic collection. There's quite a variety of things here, all from early Model T Fords up through earlier than that, early Fords before Model T, and parts. And part of the collection is due to a Ford garage which his dad started in the early 1900s. And so there are all sorts of parts and parts bins here, and new parts that have never been used, and all the way from antique car parts to barber shop chair. And also their collection of antique toys, pedal cars, a huge collection of toys like that, and adult toys that you can ride around on as well. This museum is really a hands-on museum. And you really have to come to see what it is all about. It's very unusual compared to most museums. So we're in New London, New Hampshire. We're on Pleasant Street. The hours are from 9 to 2 on Saturday and Tuesdays, and Thursdays 9 to 4. And if you'd like to find more information on this, you can go to the William F. Kidder WFK website. We would love to see you. A lot of people that have lived here for years come in and they say they wish they had been here before. They never realized quite a collection there is here. And we're all very, very lucky that Mr. Kidder had collected it, and that the family has preserved this collection, and now it's here.
What an example of rural creativity and ingenuity. A great place to take your boys and girls, but especially the big kids like my husband. And right down the road on Route 11 is a museum hosted by the Andover Historical Society. The old Railroad Museum is right along the Northern Rail Trail. The Potter Place location was built in 1874 as one of the best preserved surviving 19th century railroad stations in Merrimack County. It now houses a museum and was listed on the National Registry of Historic Places in 1989. When visiting the Railroad Museum, the Refinery Restaurant is just around the corner. Our Laura James had a chance to sit down with the owner, Brian McKenzie, and learn why it is so popular with locals and visitors alike. Did someone say barbecue?
And if you haven't been to the refinery in Andover, New Hampshire, it is nothing short of amazing.
Thank you so much. Well, we work really hard at it. It's a labor of love, because we have the main restaurant where we do the full menu, and we're all American type food with steaks and burgers and sandwiches, salads. So we try to cover a lot of bases, and then a large portion of our menu is barbecue, and we have a lot of the barbecue going throughout different items on the menu. So it's really all kind of working together.
So diverse, and I'm glad we set up in the market, because it is amazing. You know, you have so many items to go. And you know, I have vegetarians in my family, I have gluten-free people, I have, you know, whole wheat people. You can satisfy all of those, you know, diets and needs.
We do our best.
So not only the restaurant, but you do catering.
What I've done to kind of help catering out here is I've teamed up with Chef Brian Leary of Perspective Catering, and we work together to really help offer more services to the public. We do an event at Dartmouth at Fall Family Weekend, and it's 2,500 people. So we have the capacity to do really large events, but we really like doing the smaller 100 to 200 person events.
That's small.
Yeah, and Brian has us, he goes all over the place.
Two things quickly, what's the best way to reach out to you, and how much lead time do folks need?
I think to check the refinery website. When summer kind of kicks in, there's a lot of people on the lakes that really are looking forward to just something easy. So we have our large order pickup barbecues, and those are based on 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 people. We do them up to 100 or even more. So, and it's kind of a base menu of brisket, pork, chicken, mac and cheese, coleslaw, baked beans. So it's a really backyard barbecue themed menu. And people can add to it. So if they want some of our salads out of the market, our orzos or our potato salad or the quinoa. Yeah, and there's a demand for that pickup type of thing, because like I said, when they're on the lakes or just need something really easy, they can send someone to come pick it up. And in this case over here and behind us, we have steaks and they're all the quality that we use in the restaurant. So if you want to buy a ribeye or a strip loin or a filet mignon, salmon,
everything.
We have the shrimp, we have the tuna. All those are in the case behind me.
Well, I'm here at the refinery with Brian McKenzie. You have such wonderful items to offer. Go online, and I have to tell you, you have pictures of the food. You have a beautiful website, too. Thank you so much. We so appreciate it here at the refinery in Andover, New Hampshire.
If you can ride a bike, you can discover a whole new world on two wheels, riding our beautiful back roads, the 60 miles of the Northern Rail Trail, the Sugar River Trail, or if you're an experienced mountain cyclist, Mount Sunapee has 5 miles of trails with lift access. I've done ride myself. That gets the adrenaline pumping. Many of our towns have marked and maintained hiking trails that you can find on their websites, like the unique Crescenti Bog Trail in New London. After a hike or bike, you find yourself in Newport. Keep in mind all these curiosities. Tell us about them, Kate.
This is the Apple Pie Crafts Fair hosted by the Library Arts Center on the Newport Town Common in the heart of downtown Newport. We're thrilled to have hundreds of craft booths set up on the Common, many food vendors, live music all day long. The Apple Pie Crafts Fair boasts an amazing sale of homemade pies made by hundreds of local bakers who donate pies, all of which are sold, the proceeds of which benefit the operating funds of the Library Arts Center. There is a much enjoyed pie contest every year, and we have an esteemed panel of judges chosen from community members in town and pie bakers who bring in their prize-winning pie and get the best bragging rights in town if they win. The Apple Pie Crafts Fair meets a huge point of the mission of the Library Arts Center. It works to build community through the arts, bringing people together on the common in an old home day sort of setting where thousands of people come together to celebrate homemade craft, visit community, and make community together. It also serves another wonderful function that the Arts Center strives to bring to the town and to the larger region, which is economic development through the arts and arts economy. This fair definitely does that for the community, and we're very proud to be bringing that to Newport. The Apple Pie Crafts Fair can always be counted to fall on the 4th Saturday of August.
Newport is the Sunshine Town, and now we know why, with many other festivals and events year-round, with many associated with the historic Opera House. Across from there is a great small batch bakery and coffee shop. Mike and his wife Corey opened it last year, and it's a hit. Tell us how things are going, Mike.
We've had a great first year. Every single week we keep seeing new faces. We see a lot of the same old customers too, so we're real happy with our customer base. It seems like there's a great enthusiasm for what we're doing here in Newport. So every single day we've got a fresh baked case with fresh pastries from croissants to cookies, all sorts of nice stuff. We also have a refrigerated case that stocks grab-and-go lunches in addition to some more sweet treats. We're also doing some health-conscious stuff too, some like protein bites and salads. So every day we wind up with probably a variety of like 4 different cookies, 3 or 4 different croissants. We've got some danishes, some strombolis. So we also have some savory options as well. Muffins. We like to do some nods to some nostalgic sweet treats like oatmeal cream pies and, cupcakes and fun things like that too. So we also have a great coffee that we're producing. We get our beans from Atomic Roastery in Peabody, Mass. They're fresh roasted for us. In addition to that, we've got awesome drip coffee, cold brew. We're doing a lot of fun lattes. We've got some house specials that we really like blueberry pancake and Teddy Graham. Those are, local favorites for sure. Our ice cream comes from Madison, Wisconsin. It's from the Chocolate Shop. They deliver a tremendous product. Super premium, really creamy ice cream with just an immense amount of really fun flavors. But we're offering pre-packed pints in a retail freezer. In addition to that, we're also making things like ice cream pies. We might do some ice cream cookies, like cookie sandwiches, stuff like that as well. So we have both indoor and outdoor seating. Outside in our beautiful courtyard, we have a few benches and tables for people to sit at. And then inside, we've got a handful of tables and chairs. We also have free Wi-Fi. We are right on Main Street in Newport, New Hampshire, right between Newport Fitness and MJ Harrington's, 2 awesome neighbors. So we're open Wednesday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and then Saturday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. So you can follow a lot of what we do on Facebook and Instagram, and we update our menu weekly on our website at thebigspoon-nh.com.
Also, a hidden gem in Newport is the Waterfalls Swimming Hole. It's right off Route 10 heading south, the Pellard Mills Falls Road. Check it out. And if sunning and swimming is your thing, don't forget the State Beach on Lake Sunapee in Newberry. And for 9 days in August, the Mount Sunapee Resort hosts one of the oldest craft fairs in the nation, with over 300 juried craftspeople selling their work. The annual Craftsman's Fair features original music, great food, and fine craft. To find out what else is going on in the Lake Sunapee region, you can pick up this recently published guide at the Welcome Center on Main Street in New London, and at most chamber member businesses. But let's run down a few of the events scheduled in the next couple of weeks.
Hi everyone, my name is Brittany Bang and I'm partner and owner of Prospect Hill Antiques and Home in Sunapee Harbor. But right now I have some really exciting news. For those of you who have been following us for years, you know that our original home was in George's Mills at The Barn. Well, I'm excited to tell you that I'm standing here at The Barn right now and telling you that we're back. We're gonna be here for a series of pop-up events, hosting the antiques and all the special treasures that you've come to know us for. I'm very excited to share with you today that our first pop-up event is going to be this upcoming weekend, July 24th through the 26th, Fridays through Sunday. So if you've been missing the barn and wanting to find some amazing treasures, now's your chance. We will be here from 9 to 4 all 3 days on the weekend, and we can't wait to welcome you back.
Society for the Protection of New Hampshire Forests. In July, we have a lot of presentations by collaborators from Society for the Protection of New Hampshire Forests and New Hampshire Lakes. And then we have our annual meeting that will be July 18th, open to all of our members.
Howdy, folks. On behalf of Main Street Warner, Inc., I'd love to invite you to our 2026 concert series here at the beautiful Main Street Warner stage. On Friday, July 24th from 6 to 8 p.m., we have local favorites, Decatur Creek, with their roots and traditional music.
At the Ice House Museum on July 25th from 9 to 1 is their One Lunger Day. They'll be pulling out some of their One Lunger engines to get them running and also have some antique tractors running around the Ice House, so join their Mutual Admiration Society. It's always fun. Rescheduled on Saturday, August 1st from 8 to 10 a.m. is a Classics and Caffeine car event at the Bend at Sugar River Deli and Country Store. Please register your vehicle at info@thebenddeli.com. Space is limited.
Chris Brubeck is bringing back Triple Play. So this is Chris Brubeck, Joel Brown, Mad Cat Ruth on those insane harmonicas. It's jazz, it's
Society for the Protection of New Hampshire Forests.
Blues, it's Dave Brubeck's favorite, so it's a concert we all have heard a few times before and loved. That's why we really had to use the College Theater, because I know it's going to be extraordinarily well attended, so you don't want to miss that. So we hope to see you there. Looking forward to summer music.
This year marks a truly special milestone for New London Hospital as they celebrate the 100th anniversary of the annual Hospital Days tradition, July 30th through August 1st, on and around the town green. The 3 days include a midway with games and rides, music, dancing, movies, food, and the best parade ever, plus so much more. Check out their website for all the details.
The Center for the Arts on Tuesday, August 4th, we're bringing in this gentleman who runs a program on PBS where he deconstructs the Beatles records, and he's actually doing Deconstructing the Beatles Revolver.
Wow.
So, I mean, that's my favorite Beatles record.
Yeah.
It's, you know, critically, it's the most famous one, and that's going to be up at Colby Sawyer in the big auditorium there, in the Sawyer Auditorium, and that's going to be a fantastic event. Again, that's August 4th, and it's on a Tuesday, so hopefully everybody can come out for that.
Keep in mind that almost every one of our towns has a free weekly band concert. Many are on different nights, so you can have music all week long if you plan it right. Here in the Harbor on Wednesday evenings starting at 6:30, it's music in the bandstand and it's also movies under the stars. Let's now explore other locations that make it their job to preserve our local heritage and inform you. Take, for example, the John Hay Estate. He was the personal secretary of President Abraham Lincoln and had his summer home on Lake Sunapee, called the Fells. It can be visited every day during the summer and includes many hiking trails down to Lake Sunapee. Our communities are rich with history and have historical societies. Many of them have their own museums, like the one in New London with its great transportation center. Let's learn more about the ones in Warner, New Hampshire, and their other attractions.
Today, something wonderful is happening in Warner, so we encourage you to come and check out the downtown. We have restaurants, museums, shops, and friendly people, as well as Mount Kearsarge Indian Museum. It houses a huge collection of Native American artifacts. Through partnership with Native peoples, exhibits, and workshops, Mount Kearsarge Indian Museum serves as a living center for artistic expression, traditional values, and contributions from past and contemporary Native life. If you want to make a loop, you might want to start off at Cafe 1 East. It's a coffee house serving espresso drinks, scratch-made baked goods, breakfast, and more. There's a big front porch, there are board games, a place to relax, and they have open mic nights. Just behind the cafe is the Civil War statue of General Walter Harriman, which is in front of the Black Heritage Trail. We're very proud to have that marker there. These are on the central town green along with the Main Street Warner Lodge. This magnificent building was the original Baptist church in 1833, became the home of the Harris Masonic Lodge in the 1960s, and since 2020, when it was bought by the nonprofit Main Street Warner, is now being restored and renovated to become the future home of community events and an indoor performance area. Head on down Main Street. Here's The Local, a great restaurant. It has a full bar serving excellent food and great selection of craft and domestic beers. It's a family-run and operated business offering an extensive menu that includes handcrafted burgers, sandwiches, and pulled pork. They host events regularly like the Tuesday Family Nights, Team Trivia Thursdays, Open Mic Fridays, and live music on Saturdays. So it's a fun place to stop and have something to eat. Or check out the best pizza around at Charlie Mac's. Located in the back of an old colonial home, they won New Hampshire Magazine's Best of 2024. Warm and inviting, it's always great food. Cross the street and you will see the New Hampshire Telephone Museum. The museum features the collection of the Violet and Bartlett families who collectively worked in the telephone industry for over 85 years. On the adjacent corner is the iconic Pillsbury Free Library, since 1892 Warner's gateway to information, education, and entertainment. Next door is the Jim Mitchell Community Park, opened 2010 with a terrace, gardens, and an amphitheater for outdoor performances during the summer and fall. This connects to the Colonial with an attached barn that was once the home of the Pillsbury family. This is now the home of Main Street Bookends and Gallery, a general bookstore with a gallery representing over 30 local artists. Keep on down the street and you will reach Reed's North, a restaurant excelling in New England comfort food, an American tavern with craft beers, a whiskey wall, and cocktails. It's also home to trivia nights and a lot of local musicians. Check out the Warner mural on the outside wall, commissioned in 2021 to celebrate all that was and is Warner, and the 250th anniversary of the town being incorporated. Make it complete by visiting the Warner Historical Society and the Upton Chandler House right down the street. There are Warner exhibits always on site. So there's an awful lot to do right here in downtown Warner, but there's a lot of cozy places to tuck in, a lot to explore, a lot of great food, because, as we like to say, something wonderful is always happening in Warner.
Another thing you might want to check out when you visit the area are the wonderful and varied restaurants where yum is not an exclamation, but an Epicurean adventure. Down the street from the Sunapee Harbor is another great eatery, The Bend at Sugar River. Let's meet the owners and learn about their offerings at the historical location.
Coming to you from The Bend at Sugar River, located on Lower Main Street in Sunapee. This is the place to be.
It sure is.
We look relaxed, we look happy.
We just knew that Sunapee needed a full year, fully opened all year food establishment.
Yes.
And we are not really a restaurant, we're a grab and go kind of deli, but we do have this fabulous patio.
I'd say. This is fantastic.
And there's plenty of places to eat out here.
Yep.
And everybody sort of said, well, we don't want a regular old deli sandwich. Of the sandwiches was also, let's come up with some really cool names.
I love the names.
Yeah, so we have Wynn Hill, a very important road in Sunapee.
Yes, right up the street.
We have the Parlin, which reflects the Parlin Field in Newport that we love.
Sun Bowl salad is one after the Sun Bowl, at Mount Sunapee.
Yeah.
Isn't there one after Aerosmith too? Yep, you got to do a nod to Aerosmith.
Yes, we salvaged the beams, as you can see around. You can also see, I call it my history wall.
One of the comical things was as the site foreman in the big excavator was starting to demolish the barn, it was early January, about 3 years ago, and Annie went rushing out and said, I want to save those windows. And he barely knew us. But he said, are you crazy, lady? I can get you some new ones.
I'll get you new windows.
Annie said, I want those. And when people come in, they are enthralled that we preserved so much of the history.
Well, my daughter-in-law, who was very into foods and grocery stores, really launched the Bend.
Sure.
Pastries and good food and great sandwiches and take-home dinners was very important because nobody was doing that in Sunapee either.
Tell us exactly where the Bend is located.
So the Bend is on Lower Main Street in the lower village of Sunapee, which is on the west side of Route 11.
Yeah.
Really nice selection of cheeses. And then we have, for off-premise consumption, wine and beer and non-alcoholic beer. And then a very interesting variety of chips and crackers, but unlike one might find in the typical convenience store. We try to partner with local farmers and vendors. What we're really working on, and from a marketing standpoint, if people are anticipating company for the weekend, a couple of days ahead of time, they can just go online on our website and they'll have a whole menu from which they can select platters and sandwiches and things like that.
Yum, for sure. And history. I also want to remind you that we have several golf courses and many covered bridges for you to search out. When your Explore Lake Sunapee region returns, we'll visit another exciting location in our northern New England slice of paradise.
For the first time on the new London Barn Playhouse stage, we are thrilled to bring you Mel Brooks's Young Frankenstein. It's a monstrously funny musical comedy that lovingly parodies classic horror films. When Dr. Frederick Frankenstein inherits his infamous grandfather's legacy, he's pulled into a world of madcap wild experiments, outrageous characters, and toe-tapping show tunes. Bursting with slapstick humor, clever wordplay, and over-the-top spectacle, the show celebrates love, laughter, and embracing your inner weirdo, proving that even monsters just want to sing and dance and be understood. Young Frankenstein is wildly entertaining. Mel Brooks' style, musical comedy, packed with big laughs, memorable songs, and over-the-top antics, filled with song and dance. While it does include some cheeky humor and playful sexual innuendo, it's all part of the show's irreverent charm and classic Broadway flair. If you love bold comedy and a night full of laughter, this monstrously fun musical is not to be missed.
You are watching Explore Lake Sunapee Region Summer Edition. I'm Elizabeth Durazio, your host. No matter where you're at or what you're doing, the subject of food and beverages will continually come up. Let's take a look at another possibility for satisfying your cravings in Bradford. That includes a fresh vegetable market and cafe. Tell us about it, Hannah.
Yeah, Hannah Flanders here at Sweet Beet Marketing Cafe to remind you that we're here, and it is awesome here. And the reason why it is awesome here is because we source fresh, local, and regional products. We have incredible local farmers making beautiful and delicious seasonal products for us. The potatoes are popping, the onions, the apples, other storage crops like kohlrabi, celeriac, carrots, we have beets, we have cabbage. We have more than delicious, fresh seasonal produce. You're not going to want to miss our cheese selection here. Great for parties, great to just have in your fridge. Milk, add a little pizzazz to your meal with all these amazing hot sauces and herbs and pickles and salsas. Again, made in our local and regional food system. So we have an incredible local meat selection. Ground beef, lamb, turkey, chicken, bacon, bison. This is all made and grown responsibly and sustainably here on our local lands by small-scale meat producers. Oh yeah, you can also get delicious mustard, cider, oils, pasta and pasta sauce, beans. We're really trying to make it so you can eat most of your diet from the products that you can source here. So again, more than just the best seasonal vegetables, but definitely that too. You can get some locally brewed beverages. We have a beer, non-alcoholic beer, all sorts of varieties from local favorites like Feathered Friend Brewing Company in Concord, super great spot, check it out, as well as local wines. NOK Vino is a very special producer who is working to restore the working vineyards of New Hampshire and New England. Sweet Beet Cafe is a destination in and of itself because we're transforming many of the products that you can buy in the market into delicious seasonal meals. We are so excited to cook for you on the weekends, Saturday and Sunday 9 to 2, but also you can get baked goods, prepared meals of wraps and salads and grain bowls and quiches and soups that rotate on a weekly basis to feature the freshest seasonal ingredients. We know that time is limited for so many of us, and that is why we also prioritize stocking some quick meals that you really don't have to lift a finger to enjoy. The dumplings are a staff favorite here at Sweet Beet. We're freezing some take and bake meals and some soups right here from Sweet Beet Cafe so that you can take it home, pop it in the oven, heat it up when you're short on time. And finally, we're so lucky to work with Witching Hour Provisions, their coffee roaster in Kentucky, New Hampshire, and they made us a special 10-year anniversary Sweet Beet brew. We are at 11 West Main Street in Bradford, New Hampshire. We are just a half a mile off of Route 103. So if you're driving by from 89 in Warner, you're heading to the mountain, or you're heading to Sunapee, and you can find our hours online at kearsargefoodhub.org/sweetbeet.
Right around the corner from Sweet Beet is the Appleseed Restaurant, another featured part of the Fenton Family Hospitality Group.
The family business versus what some of the other family is working on.
Well, my number one goal is to make my brother look good.
Okay, we appreciate that. You do a great job at that, yeah.
Thank you, I try. And so my mom and dad started the Appleseed Restaurant in 1977. It's a very much family-run operation, and we cater to families and, you know, just about everyone. We've got a great mix of products from burgers to seafood to steaks to traditional favorites like roast beef dinners and roast turkey, all kinds of good stuff like that, made with lots of love. So a very casual environment. The Appleseed was originally a farmhouse and barn. The tavern is in the house side and the restaurant is in the barn side. It's all post and beam, lots of antiques, including a few antique employees. But yeah, so just a very relaxed, casual atmosphere. We've got a great deck that overlooks Lake Todd with seating out there. So we're located in Bradford, right off Route 103 on High Street, just at the Newberry line. And we're on the way to Mount Sunapee, Lake Sunapee, and pretty much everywhere. We'd love to have you come visit us and try some of our great cooking made with Appleseed love.
Great food, especially the comfort variety, is the name of their game. We do have a vast array of possibilities to make your stomachs happy before you meet the next challenging adventure. And it is challenging, finding a balance between taking in our magnificent backdrops of lakes and mountains and staying focused on whatever activity you might be doing next when you're here in the Sunapee Harbor. Visiting their shops and restaurants, while waiting for a cruise, the possibilities are endless. Newberry invites you to their annual Old Home Day. They like to brag. It's the best fireworks on the lake, the second Saturday in July. New London has a number of restaurants, stores, and shops. One that I really love is right next to Tucker's Restaurant. Life is good. Let's hear from their proprietor about his neat and unique products. Victor?
Hi, Victor.
Hi, Abby.
Thanks
How
for
are you?
hosting us. This is a very spring place to be.
Our pleasure, our pleasure.
Tell us about Life is Good story. How did this come to be?
The concept attracted us in the sense of, you know, it's a community-based brand, and it pushes optimism. It pushes, you know, living in the outdoors, doing things for the good of, you know, the community, etc.
It's customizable. So you have things that say Life is Good New London, you have things that say talk about Sunapee, and specific things that you think would make sense to a shopper that comes in, a lot of skiing, outdoors things. But it's not just Life is Good and then leave, you know, with your things that say it. It's a lot of customizable things that you can pick and choose. And a lot of things too that speak to what people are interested in. You have a lot of things that are dog related, cat related, fishing, golfing. So you can really come in here and say, oh, I have a birthday coming up for somebody, or a holiday, Easter, whatever it may be, and find something that speaks for that person.
That's absolutely true. You know, we try to cover all of the bases, all of the different outdoor activities, and you know, pets, etc. Everything that makes people feel good, it's what we try to focus on. We wanted to see New London grow, and particularly grow its retail. We really believe that retail creates an atmosphere where people can go out and just stroll the streets and feel good about it. And you know, we're very happy to be here.
Absolutely, and I mean, your next door neighbor is one of the most popular breakfast and lunch places in the area. The foot traffic is incredible. I used to have an office in the back. I know how many people come in, and how wonderful that you've given a huge area that people can come and browse and look at things. And I'm sure that's wonderful feedback that you get from them of just, this, I really love this, or you should bring this, like you heard about New London. We want more New London.
That's correct. I mean, part of the attraction is, as you mentioned, Tucker's has many times they have waiting times.
Yes.
And people are encouraged to come here and just spend their time browsing and chatting with us, telling us what they would like to see,
Sure.
what type of colors, what type of. Right now, for example, we think it's a perfect season for hoodies. It's not too cold, but it's coldish. So we stacked up on hoodies, and we get a lot of feedback from the customers.
Amazing. I mean, those are the best people for it. As we wrap up here, what is the hopes and dreams for the next year here at Life is Good?
Well, our hopes is that most of the community gets to know us, and not only the New London, but all the surrounding towns, that they get to know that we're here, that they come visit us and check us out, and they spread the word, because we hope to be here for many years.
An amazing amount of things to come and look at here at Life is Good. And walking around, you think, oh, my friend would like this, my mom would like this. There's so much to look at.
Life is good, and so are the lines of products that will help you keep a memory of your visit. Across the parking lot is Attack from the Back, ski, bike, and hike shop. Let's hear their unique story.
Well, this business is called Attack from the Back. It originally started out as a ski apparel store, and it has grown into a full-blown ski gear, bikes, biking gear, hiking gear, ski accessories, leisure wear. It started out back in my freshman year of high school. I'm a junior now. So when I was a freshman, I printed out a bunch of hoodies to raise money for a charity called Education Rocks, so that I could pay for a student in an undeveloped country to go to school and pen pal with them. But the thing with hoodies is that when you order them, you have to order a certain amount of them. So by the time I made the $400, I still had way too many hoodies left, and I like how it felt to donate money. So I sold the rest of the hoodies and donated all that money to World Cup Dreams Foundation, which is a foundation for ski racers that gives them sponsorships and money to be able to stay in the sport if they're financially struggling, just so that they don't have to quit just because they can't pay. And somehow we've grown from that into all of this. In the summertime, we have biking apparel, helmets, clothes, bike padding. We also now sell bikes and accessories. We do bike tuning and repairs. We have biking goggles, sunglasses, all that kind of stuff. We are open Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from 8 to 3, and on Thursdays we're open a little longer from 8 to 5. To get to our online store, just go to our website, attackfromtheback.com, and go to the shop tab.
What an inspiring story of this young lady, her adventure into retail, and what you need and when you need it for your outdoor adventures in the Lake Sunapee region. Right down Main Street is another one of the long-term jewels in our area that book lovers adore. Tell us about what people can find inside.
My husband and I relocated here to New London in 2019. I had accepted a position at Dartmouth College, and that was what brought us down here from Bangor, Maine. We've grown up in Bangor around Stephen King and all of those wonderful treasures. Being here and seeing this bookstore and the 30 years that it has been in the community, it was very intriguing to us to be able to be a part of this community in that way. We had been looking for a way to really root us here, and bookstores and the whole idea of an indie bookstore was what we really wanted to engage in ourselves, but also with the community. Well, just the fact that this store has been around for 30 years shows really the loyal commitment to the store in our community, and just the outpouring of support that we've had after taking over the ownership has been just amazing. And it was very, very evident that this was a beloved store that nobody wanted to see go away. So we knew from the get-go we'd have the community support. What really intrigued us about this store in the town that we're living in was also a way to engage our demographic of younger, more middle-aged parents that are also here and looking to get engaged and do more things. And, you know, bookstores are having a resurgence right now. They're popping up all over the place. People are seeing it as more than just a bookstore. It's a place to connect. It's a place to engage with people that have similar interests or don't. And it's a place to come together and bridge a divide because everyone is really welcome, and it's a place that you can really open your arms for the community and bring people in, and they can find their place. And that was really important to us. I think there are a lot of unique components to this store. Of course, the most obvious one is the kids' barn in the back, the Morgan Hill barn, which I fell in love with when we first brought our young children here. And it's so fun, and you see the kids that come in here and they just light up coming in here and seeing all of the various little detail that was built into this. And so we want to keep this here and stable, but some of the other things that just make this store a little unique but also really specific to our community include a lot of the things that we carry. We're the only ones that carry those specifically. Certain cards, stationery, the wrapping is a big thing that a lot of people in the community have wanted. And then what we're really trying to do is bring back the life of events. There haven't been author signings or events, book clubs, things like that have taken place here in quite some time, a few years at least. Those are just some of the things that make us a little bit unique, but similar also. We also really take a priority in our local authors too. So we consign with many local folks, and we welcome that. We want to be able to support our local writing and author community. We're located at 253 Main Street in New London, and we also do have a website presence at morganhillbookstore.com, and we're on Facebook and social media as well. Really trying to use social media right now to engage folks. So I hope that everyone will come and visit us, and we're always looking for recommendations, suggestions too, as to what books you'd like us to carry, and we're very open to doing that for whomever would like to be part of our community.
With the resurgence of independent bookstores, we know why this one has been a staple here for years. Another Main Street staple is Spring Ledge Farm that provides fresh garden produce and so much more. Our Abby Peel had a chance to sit down with the owner about its importance to our community and the products it provides.
Checking in this time of year at Spring Ledge Farm in New London, and I'm now joined by the owner here, and I'll call him head farmer, Greg Berger. I love to give people promotions on the show. Does that work for you?
Sure. Greenhouses. A lot of people may not know that we have probably 24 greenhouses down, we call it down back. So if you ever look on Google Maps, you'll see the extent of the farm. It's about 60 acres here. And we lease fields for growing the vegetables and sweet corn and strawberries. So that's where we'll grow our field crops. Strawberry, sweet corn, like I mentioned, and then the greenhouses here for the other crops and the flowering plants like this.
I was just thinking that. I mean, it is something that June is not far from September when people start to think about pumpkins and gourds and all those fun things. So you do have to start thinking about great, it's summer for people who are shopping, but not necessarily for operation-wise.
Right. But in the background and the back 40, we're getting those crops already started.
Your staff in general, I mean, you have staff for every different department here.
We have. I mean, you kind of break it up into 4 or 5 different departments.
Okay.
The retail, farm stand, which most of everybody sees, and we have a field crew who does the vegetable and strawberry growing and picking, and a greenhouse crew, and then a flower crew. So the flower CSA, we still have openings there. And as you well know, there's that bi-weekly, and then there's a weekly flower share. And that just means that you pay up front, and then every week you come in and there's another bouquet of flowers, and it changes through the season because our flowers change.
Talk a little bit about the partnership in the Spring Ledge store itself, because you have a lot of great locally sourced other farm offerings, but also some local makers. And every time I go in there, there's something new. So do you spend a lot of time focusing on that offering?
We do. We concentrate on that in little spurts, and a lot of times someone will come in, someone who's making something locally, or I have this great honey product, or look at what I did with this maple syrup, what have you. And they'll come in and ask us if we want to carry it. We try it out, we sample it, we have people around the farm try it.
Fun.
come to a consensus, and then hopefully we can bring it in. And
Yeah, and before you know it, you must be thinking about winter.
yes, we do that, and
Yeah,
we're
Christmas
open through
trees,
Christmas.
yeah.
We make wreaths here. We sell Christmas trees, and we'll still have spinach all through the winter that we grow here.
Okay. I think one of the most exciting days for people driving down Main Street is when they see the plants come out in the spring, but when they see the Christmas trees go up too. It's like,
Always,
okay, now
all right,
it's time
this is
to go. And you do a great job of being very involved in this community. You give back a lot. You're supportive of a lot of things. Why do you choose to do that?
Yeah, I think it's a huge part of being a farm on a main street in a town like New London. We're open 7 days a week.
Great.
So 9 to 6 most days. Sundays 9 to 4.
Okay.
And on Tuesdays we open at 10 because we have a whole farm-wide meeting. I was talking about all the different crews.
Yes.
Well, it's
You all
easy to
come
get
together.
siloed, so once a week we come together
Good.
and do something together.
Okay, good to know.
And then, that's all through the season. We're open 7 days a
But
week.
good to know, 7 days a week, so you can stop by and grab something. Greg, thanks so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
So many food and beauty possibilities. It's amazing to have this farm right within the town of New London and right on Main Street. At the other end of Main Street and next to Colby Sawyer is the First Baptist Church celebrating their bicentennial. I remind you that we have many places to worship in the area that include Protestant, Catholic, and Orthodox churches like the beautiful Holy Resurrection in Claremont. Join them any Sunday at 9:30 a.m. for the Divine Liturgy with their wonderful music and amongst the gorgeous images. And I hear they have the most hospitable coffee hour around. Many of these churches are listed in this Kearsarge Shopper, our weekly journal of businesses and events. And if you want to know the real gist of our communities, check out the Intertown Record for the weekly news in the Sunapee Kearsarge region area. Another great source for the area is the Center for the Arts and their website. With the richness of our region, one of the desires that comes with visiting the Lake Sunapee region is that you don't want to leave. We have so many realtors who would love to show you properties in the area, or if you're real serious. North Cape Design has been a staple in the building industry for the Lake Sunapee region for years.
By North Cape Design Build for building a custom home from the ground up. A stunning waterfront property overlooking Lake Sunapee or Pleasant Lake, or the fabulous remodel you've been planning for a decade. North Cape Design Build can help your dreams become reality. High-end custom craftsmanship, discerning contractors, and beautifully executed designs.
They do such great work, and they have spearheaded the annual duck drop at Mount Sunapee every Columbus Day, raising over $1 million for local boys and girls clubs. So if you want to make the Lake Sunapee region your home, or you're just happy to spend more precious time here, there are several welcome centers throughout our region in New London, Newport, Newberry, and Sunapee that can assist you in lodging, food, events, real estate, and shopping. Here's this informative guide to the area put out by the Lake Sunapee Region Chamber of Commerce. For those of you who like exploring the great outdoors, boy, you don't have to go far. There are local, state, and national trails cutting throughout the area. Come be with us and continue to explore the Lake Sunapee region of New Hampshire year-round. Well, that's it for today's show. No matter how you like to spend your time, all that is good and healthy can be found here in the Lake Sunapee region. Whether it's swimming, biking out-of-the-way trails and roads, eating, shopping, or taking part in a boat ride, you'll find that everyone here is friendly, welcoming people that make you feel right at home. I'm your host, Elizabeth D'Orazio. Come visit us anytime. There are 1,001 reasons every season.
For the first time on the New London Barn Playhouse stage, we are thrilled to bring you Mel Brooks's Young Frankenstein. It's a monstrously funny musical comedy that lovingly parodies classic horror films. When Dr. Frederick Frankenstein inherits his infamous grandfather's legacy, he's pulled into a world of madcap wild experiments, outrageous characters, and toe-tapping show tunes. Bursting with slapstick humor, clever wordplay, and over-the-top spectacle, the show celebrates love, laughter, and embracing your inner weirdo, proving that even monsters just want to sing and dance and be understood. Young Frankenstein is wildly entertaining. Mel Brooks' style, musical comedy, packed with big laughs, memorable songs, and over-the-top antics, filled with song and dance. While it does include some cheeky humor and playful sexual innuendo, it's all part of the show's irreverent charm and classic Broadway flair. If you love bold comedy and a night full of laughter, this monstrously fun musical is not to be missed.